This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Atlanta. I am here with LMB DigiMarketing. Since 2015, they've been giving you the tools and support to build better relationships automatically with custom strategies and flexible solutions. I'm joined here with the founder and owner. Thanks so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
Let me start off a little bit about yourself. You were formally educated with a bachelor's degree from St. John Fisher University. You've continued on with certifications in graphic design, Salesforce, digital marketing. For nearly 2 decades, you have work experience in marketing and sales, as well as management and consulting, serving both business to business and business to customer clients from New York City, Atlanta, really nationwide. Let's start off first of all. Share with me how you got involved in this type of industry.
It really started probably in college. I was always a computer nerd growing up, and I had an interest in marketing. So I went to college and majored in marketing and also wanted to do graphic design just to fill the creative need. And so I obtained that certificate from RIT at the same time of going to St. John Fisher. And then, technology wasn't really a thing in marketing yet, but it quickly turned into that in 2007, I would say. And marketing automation came out, email marketing started to become popular within companies. So I just kind of self-taught myself the platforms that were available at that time and really just stuck with it and started to learn about different certifications within Salesforce and Pardot, now known as Marketing Cloud Account Engagement, a mouthful. And then I became a partner with MailChimp. So I'm just always been intrigued by that industry, and it just feeds my nerd brain.
And here we are today, fast forward today. I mean, if we go all the way back into the 1980s, the use of email became common in business. By the 90s, with webmail, consumers were communicating with each other frequently. I mean, here we are a quarter century later. Is email still alive and well?
Yes, and it makes me so sad when people say that email is dead, because honestly, email has been growing like crazy, and it's probably the one consistent piece of technology when it comes to marketing and business that's stayed with us. And it's continued to grow and evolve with technology versus other pieces of tech that have maybe just fallen off the scenes. Email just sticks with us, and it's become more and more evolved as time goes on, and it integrates with so many third-party things now. I mean, events are based off of your email marketing. Different sales initiatives are based off of email. So it's definitely alive and well and thriving, I would say.
We've all gone far beyond our first Hotmail accounts that we all had, right? I mean, obviously, email is an integral part of our everyday lives. With social media being the rage for the past few years, do successful businesses still understand that the power that email provides? And is that something that you kind of enjoy educating them on?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a line where there's people who manage social media do not believe in email, but then there's also some people that manage social that understand that email is a part of it. So I have the opportunity to do both. I have the opportunity to work with social media managers because they understand that it's a whole encompassing campaign that needs to be set up with social and email. And then there's the side that doesn't think email matters and doesn't think it plays into the social media aspect at all. And I do get to educate them on why it matters, because you don't want to just be on a social platform, just like you don't want to just be emailing. You want everything to be consistent on all avenues possible, because everybody is everywhere these days.
You really take a 360 approach when it comes to marketing. Obviously, email is a big part of that, as business can really blow their budget on social media ads. Let's face it, ads are so repetitive, they're impersonal. We most of the time just scroll on by. Email, I mean, really, it's personal. I mean, a
Yeah.
thought out email can be personal, actually be welcomed, really. Can email kind of be a feel good tool if it's done right?
Yeah, absolutely. I really focus on building relationships with email. I don't believe that it should be just a sales pitch. People have built long term relationships through their email marketing. They've gained customers from leads who have maybe been sitting in their system for a year, if not more. Those people have come back around because email is constantly trying to help them if it's being done the right way. Um, their email messaging should be trying to educate and help the person to understand why they want to work together. So I don't think social does that. While it does play a piece, I think it's more easily dismissed.
At the end of the day, it's about building relationships with our customers, with our clients, and our prospects. And in business, if we can make our prospect feel good, they want to do business with us. With a professional in your corner like yourself, is automation critical so that it's accomplished both cost effective as well as time effective?
Yes, it is absolutely critical. It might seem like it costs a lot upfront to set up these email marketing platforms or your CRM, but in the long run, it saves you so much time and money that it's really silly to just toss it to the side. It's a time saver. It'll cause you less headaches if you're going to be able to automate systems because now with so much going on, there's live events, there's digital events. You need everything to be automated and off your plate. So that's where I come in to kind of help make that happen for companies.
You make it easy for businesses out there. You not only tap into your experience, but you're also partnering up with leaders in the email automation like Salesforce, MailChimp. How have these trailblazers really kind of changed the game for small business?
I think they really pay attention to what the business needs. They have community boards all over the place, and I think they actually pay attention to them. And they listen to what the consumer wants, the business wants, in order to make things function easier. And they've also made their systems very flexible to integrate with other third party systems. So if for some reason that one platform can't do something that you need it to do, chances are there's some sort of third party integration that will work with it to make it happen. So I think those companies like Salesforce and MailChimp um, really help to grow with you. They want to make their system flexible.
Probably taken you years to get the ins and outs of all these companies and how they work. As a Salesforce certified professional, are you able to get small business up and running with automation, probably in far less time than they could do it on their own, so that these businesses can continue to focus on really what they're good at, which is serving their customer?
Yeah, I definitely make a point to always say to hire a professional to help implement the system from the start. And the reason for that is, yes, they might be able to do it by themselves, but it's going to probably take a lot longer. It might be really frustrating because this isn't their area of expertise and it doesn't have to be. So if they hire someone who does this every day, all day long, then they're going to get more for their money. They're going to save time and they're going to have their system set up the right way that applies to their actual business need because there's so many different ways that these systems can be implemented. You want to make sure it works for your company.
Obviously, in business, time equals money, so we got to be careful what we spend our time on and let professionals do what they do. I mean, because you work with a variety of types of small business, medium sized businesses, are you able to customize a strategy based on the needs of each one?
Yep, pretty much every client I have is completely different, even if they're using the same platforms. They all have different needs. They all have different ways of working. So that makes a big difference in how they want to work with the system and also what's going to work best to reach their company goals. Because at the end of the day, they want to be able to prove that marketing is producing revenue. So that's my main point is to make sure that their system is set up to get to that point.
Interesting. So, be it Salesforce or MailChimp, you're really able to help them benefit of each one and decide what is best for them, or maybe even both. Does it always begin with a consultation? And is there kind of an audit of what they have so you can see where you're at and go from there? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so anytime I speak to a client for the first time, I ask, what their pain points are, what they're trying to accomplish. And from there, if they don't have a system in place already, I will go through their options based on their price point, based on the size of their audience, what they're trying to do. And it could be Pardot, account engagement, or MailChimp, or it could be something like HubSpot or Active Campaign. It could be a lot of different options. So my job is to just help them choose the right platform for what they actually need. And then I would go in, help them get it set up. If they already had a system in place, I would then go and do an audit for them. It's a full system audit that looks at their technical side, how their system is integrated with third-party systems, with their website, with their CRM, how it's been working for them in terms of their messaging, the data they have in place, the email schedule that they're on. So it really looks at everything to get an idea of how can we optimize the system better and make it easier for that company to reach those goals.
Wow. So you're able to help all the way through the sales funnel, if you will, making sure everything runs smoothly. I mean, not only the ability to customize a strategy for each business, but actually by capturing critical information about potential targeted customers, you can create a customized follow-up message. I mean, this is kind of where email becomes personal. Is that exciting for you, drafting up that type of thing?
Yes, definitely. So anytime somebody has, either an event that's going on or they're selling a certain product, or you can just see that somebody is interested based on their website activity, it's always nice to create that follow-up approach to just make it personalized for the contact and the company itself, because then it makes the customer on the end, potential customer at the end game, feel like that company actually cares about them, is thinking through their email strategy. They're not just putting together just random email blasts that goes to everyone. It might not make any sense for that person to receive. So it's
Very personalized.
Yeah,
Small
definitely.
business teams, I mean, they wear many hats. So having you in their corner to streamline the process is beneficial. What about the solo entrepreneur who wears all the hats, if you will? Can you help them set up automation so that they're prospecting even while they're sleeping in the middle of the night and get some time leverage?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've actually been helping out a lot of solopreneurs lately. It's for those people who have started their company. Maybe they're a year in, maybe they're 3 months in, maybe they're a couple years in. They know they need email marketing, but they have no idea where to start. They've never done it before. It's not their thing. So they bring someone like me in to help them just get up and running. So they might not need all the bells and whistles, but they do need a platform. They do need someone to show them how to segment an audience. They need someone to really come in and just kind of show them the ropes to get started. And then they can add bells and whistles later.
Obviously, email automation is your expertise. That's definitely what I want to discuss. But with years of experience in digital marketing, are there other services that you help with if the need arises?
Yeah, so I work with a team of other consultants and contractors who all have their expertise. So anytime a client comes on and says, we need our marketing automation in place, but we also need content writing, we can definitely help out with that as well. There's people to bring on board for social media. There's really a good network that I have that I bring in. So even if somebody's needing help on their website, I can bring someone in to help with that and just help them out with graphics, whatever it is that they need. Usually I have the resources, but at the end of the day, it all kind of ties back into their marketing automation. So I like to be able to offer certain services that will help them boost the email marketing.
You are a seasoned digital marketer with a knack for untangling technical and strategic knots. You're on a mission to make highly effective marketing automation more accessible to growing businesses so that they can increase the results and their revenue. Is this rewarding work for you?
It is. I worked in so many companies where I was told you have to do things a certain way and you have to offer this to clients in this certain way, and it might not have been the right approach. So for me, it's very rewarding to be able to call the shots and help clients figure out what works for them instead of, me recommending my favorite product. I'm not going to do that. I just want to be able to help them go on the right path.
Yep, absolutely. And we're definitely glad to introduce you out there. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, you can learn more about the services they provide. You can also check out other media interviews that she has there on the website as well. Definitely read the testimonials from others who now benefit from the personal and effective use of email in their marketing. You have big goals for sustained growth. You need a realistic plan and expert execution. That is LMB DigiMarketing, guiding you from strategy and systems to optimizations and maintenance, so you don't have to worry about a thing. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.